Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumping here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Vorcha Hunter Engineer, which is a big disappointment. What the fuck, BioWare? I'm going to be using the Raft shotgun today, or the Rafe, my bad. Extended barrel with the melee attachment. Could use piercing, but I have armor piercing on. Now for the build, which is really fucked up. I like incapacitate first, but the first thing I want to say is that it's glitched. What the hell? Recharge speed would be second, but yeah, and then I'll look at it. Take a look at electrical field. 120 damage over 6 meters every 1.5 seconds. Now, very important to show you why it's glitched. Let's take a look at the Batarian Sentinel, who also is the only other person who has submission net. In fact, just to prove to you, I mean, look at the 170% power recharge. It's the same as the Vorcha, so keep that in mind. Now let's take a look. Yeah, incapacitate. It gives you more time, and on top of that, recharge speed is 45%. Look at the damage, 161 over 6 meters every 1 second. So it's so stupid how they messed that up. What they did was that I think they imported for him like the submission net stats before it got the upgrade, so it's really bad. Alright, Incinerate, I like damage, burning damage, and armor damage. Pretty solid. And then for Bloodlust, I like health regen. Power damage, you can pick which one you want. You can go for weapon damage if you want, but I just went for power damage. It's up to you. Health regeneration for the last one, and for the Vorcha, I just like damage and capacity just for the better time. And then I like durability, just for that little extra health. It gives you 1,000 health, which is pretty nice. Alright, for the equipment, armor piercing 4, shotgun rail lamp 2, berserker package 5, and power and efficiency 3. This is pretty necessary. I would say you definitely want to use this. Alrighty, so let's get into the gameplay. Alrighty, now this is going to be the gameplay. It's going to be on Jade versus Reapers, and yeah, it's just going to be 3 people. I had a friend who wanted to play with us. I told him he could, but he said he was in a game, so I gave him an invite. At least I thought I gave him an invite. And then I told him just to join in the process, which he never did. So I don't know, was it that he didn't join because, I don't know, maybe I didn't give him an invite? Can't remember exactly. Or maybe he just didn't join because he just went to go do something else. Either way, though, it's just going to be 3 of us today, which is whatever. It's not really a big deal. But now, alright, let me go ahead and talk about this Vorcha. Now, besides the fact, which is by far the most disappointing fucking thing ever, is the fact that they messed them up. That's a big no-no. Like, why, BioWare? Like, cause I was kind of excited for this guy a little bit, just because if you remember my last Batarian Sentinel video with the submission net, because of all the upgrades to it, I mean, damn, that thing has like 1 second recharge time. And you can just get crazy amount of tech bursts if you do it right. And with this guy having Incinerate, I was thinking, you know, this is going to be badass. I'll be able to get some super duper awesome tech bursts with the Vorcha, and that would be kind of interesting. But since it's messed up, it's really not even worth using that often. So in this gameplay, about 90% of the time, you're going to see me just use Incinerate. If I can honestly say, if it wasn't for the fact that this is Reapers, and if it wasn't for the fact that submission net is messed up and glitched, I would have definitely been using submission net probably more than Incinerate, to be quite honest. But because of those factors, you're not going to see submission net much. Alright, so the first thing about Vorchas in general, they get Bloodlust. It's pretty dope, but I'll tell you, like in all my Vorcha videos, I've always said the same thing. What you gotta remember, what's very important, is that although their health regenerates, they're not really beefy. I mean, right now I'm working with like 1,000 health. So that seems like, you know, that's a decent amount of health, but in general, I can still be dropped very quickly if I'm taking a lot of fire. Or if you're gonna be getting hit by super duper strong shit like brutes and Ravengers, warps, Atlases, phantoms, all that kind of shit like that, you'll still be dropped in about a half of a second. So you gotta keep that in mind. You're not really tanky. You're really not. Now, it is a little forgiving, though, which is definitely okay and pretty cool. Because, you know, if you play smart, that's the key. You want to play smart. You want to play him like you would play anyone else. Anyone that is not a tank. Because obviously a tank, you can just kind of, like, eat the damage and not really care. Like, for example, the Geth tank that I showed you last week. Like, with him, you can just really eat some serious damage and it's not a big deal. But this guy, and with the other Vorchas as well, you got to keep that in mind at all times. That yes, it is true that you can take extra damage because of the health regen, but if you see something that can drop you easily, like a Phantom, an Atlas, or really any boss, yeah, you kind of want to like play smart. You know, try to use cover, try to stay a little bit further back, all that kind of good stuff, and you'll have success. That's my best tip with the Vorcha. Don't get in the mindset like he's some super like amazing tank, because he's really not. He has some good, decent stuff. Like, he's definitely okay when it comes down to trying to stay alive, but you can't just go like charging into a room full of hunters and pyros and everything else and expect to walk out of there like you could with maybe a Krogan. Just can't do it with this guy. You will be wrecked. Now, Incinerate. I am not a fan of Incinerate. And I mean, when you really put it, when you compare the two, the different Vorchas, this guy is really flawed right now. Because of the fact that now Submission Net isn't, well, Submission Net is decent, but if it was like the Batarians, it would be he would be a lot better. Because that's the only thing that's really kind of unique to this guy. I mean, Incinerate is garbage compared to Flamer, which the other Vorchas get. They get a way better firepower. I mean, Flamer can, as you know with the Geth Trooper, can set up 1 billion fire explosions, does a retarded amount of DPS to armor and bosses. So Flamer is a great power, and because this guy doesn't have that now, and he has Incinerate instead, which is definitely good for combining with Submission Net. It's just that the Submission Net is really just kind of disappointing because they messed up. So overall, I would say this guy he's interesting, but until they fix it, and I'm thinking they're gonna fix it quick. It's probably gonna take it's not gonna take more than a couple days for them to either fix it, or they're gonna have to wait, or you're gonna have to wait till next week and they'll fix it. But they definitely will fix it. But until they do that, I will not be playing with this guy again. This is my only game I played with him, and that was it. Like, I don't really think there's much of a difference you can really do. I mean, you could maybe make a melee build if that's your thing with Vorchas. I've never been a fan of Vorcha melee builds, though, personally. I like to like use his melee because his melee is decent. The Vorcha's melee is decent. It's just I don't like to just go for melees because, you know, like I said before, he's not tanky enough for that. He's just not. So you got to keep that in mind. He's not that, you know, he has tanky aspects, but he doesn't have the one thing that matters the most, which is an insane amount of shields or an insane amount of health. So he still gets dropped really easily. So I just don't like. Oh, that was fucking crazy. I hope you've seen that fucking brute. I've never seen that before. So that was really insane. Just the fact that rewind it if you missed it. But what happened was the brute actually, like, I guess climbed over the Ravager. I don't know. I can't even explain it. It speaks for itself. So definitely check that out. It's pretty dope. Anyway, though, let me go ahead and talk about this Wraith shotgun. Now, the Wraith is probably one of my favorite shotguns in the game. I gotta be honest. I've done it for fun with guns, so it's really not whatever. And I could have done it for maybe Jelly Time, but I don't think I'm probably not gonna be doing Jelly Time anymore because I do have an announcement to make in this video, very important one as well. Is that I just today, finally got Halo 4, so I will be posting Halo. Yay! And you know, and I also will be doing. I will be continuing my Assassin's Creed as well. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna also try to finish that. Finish that up. I mean, okay, this is the way I'm thinking of it, and this is pretty insane. Like feed I got here, just so many cannibals. But what I'm thinking, what I'm gonna do for my channel is that I'm gonna continue to do Mass Effect for the, you know, all the new stuff every time a DLC. So don't worry, I've already, you know, because I haven't been posting like every day like I used to, I get messages still saying, "Are you still doing Mass Effect?" Yeah, no, I'm doing it. It's just that I really don't have much to do, to be quite honest. When it comes down to like a whole bunch of ideas and different things like that, like I don't have a lot to do. If I can think of something, yeah, I'll do it. Like last week, I came out with the tank video, and then I figured out a better build, which is, well, I didn't come out with the tank video. I came out with at first a regular, like a weak, flimsy soldier Geth Trooper build. Then I came out with the tank version, which was the better version. So, I mean, I am willing to do that with, you know, anytime I can think of something, yeah, I'll post Mass Effect. But, as of right now, I will probably only be posting, like, every Tuesday as long as these DLCs are coming out. Because, I mean, I'm interested in Mass Effect, but I can honestly say I'm going to be probably posting Halo a lot. But I'm going to also try to finish Assassin's Creed. I think I should be able to do it because what I'll do is that when I don't have anyone to play with on Halo, because I probably will only end up playing Halo with friends, maybe some clan members, but I'm not, just like in Mass Effect, I am not big on playing with randoms. I will never go in the game by myself. I will try to have a couple friends on to go play, at least like one or two. So if I don't have anyone on, which will happen because Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out today and everybody's playing that, if I don't have anyone on, I probably will end up just playing Mass Effect and playing Assassin's Creed and continuing videos for those. So keep that in mind. But that is a very important announcement. I got Halo today, so that was really cool. And I will be doing it. Alright, anyway, let me get back to it. Rafe Shotgun, though, is really good. I actually didn't really get to explain that. The Rafe Shotgun is amazing. It's one of the best shotguns in the game. I love it. It's like your best. It's the best shotgun when it comes down to just being really, really versatile. Really versatile because it has really good weight. Has some pretty crazy good damage. And it's just, I don't know, everything about it. It has 2 bullets, so it's kind of like a mini Claymore. It's not as strong as the Claymore, but it's up there. It really is. I mean, it's up there with the Claymore damage-wise. And you get 2 shots, so you don't have to constantly reload it. Which is like whatever, because the Claymore, if you can reload cancel it, you know, that's whatever. But I still like the Wraith a lot. It's, like I said, it's definitely a gun that is worthy of being blacklisted. So that is really, really awesome. Anyway, though, like I said, overall, I gotta be honest, I am very disappointed that they came out with this engineer this week. I don't know why they did. I don't know what's up with them. Why won't they come out with the ones that people really, really want? And those, to me, I think that the 2 left, the 2 DLC characters that need to come out, or well, really, there's 3. The 3 left that has to come out, like, as soon as possible. I mean, they got Call of Duty to compete with now. Everyone's going to stop playing this game to go play Call of Duty. They got Halo. They've been had Halo to compete with. So, I mean, I'm thinking that the community is probably really toning down now because now you got these 2 blockbuster games out and everybody's going to be playing with them. So if they want to keep people somewhat interested in this game, they need to come out with the ones that people actually want. And the 3 that I know of that really need to come out is the Drell Infiltrator's #1, because he's the best, and he'll be the best character in the game when he comes out. The Asari Infiltrator, because she's just really crazy unique in the fact that she gets biotic powers, and she's an infiltrator. That's fucking insane. And the other one that is big time that needs to come out is the Turian Engineer, because the Turian Engineer is going to be insanely good. I mean, the Turian Engineer is probably going to be the best engineer. Honestly, he really will be. Because, like, if you think the Quarian engineer is the best engineer, or if you think that the, what's the other one? Oh, the Demolisher is the best engineer, because those are probably the 2 that most people would consider to be the best. I still really like the Geth engineer, but I would imagine that most people would probably think that those 2 I just named are the best. Well, the Saboteur, that's his name, that's a Turian, is going to be the best of 2 worlds. Because, I mean, he's going to be kind of like the Quarian in the fact that he's going to be able to just get crazy amount of tech bursts real easily. because all you're gonna have to do is sabotage, and then once you sabotage, you hit him with a homing grenade, and he's gonna have homing grenades, which is probably the best part of the Demolisher. So he gets like the best grenade in the game, which is definitely probably the homing grenades now. I mean, homing grenades and arc grenades are pretty much the two best, and it's really a matter of opinion which one you like more. I personally probably do like homing grenades more because they do an insane amount of damage to enemies in general, and they do an insane amount of damage to armor, and they debuff the armor like crazy for anyone with weapons. So to me, arc grenades are like amazing. Combine that with the fact that you're going to be getting these massive tech bursts with this sabotage. Because sabotage actually sets up tech bursts, which a lot of people seem to not know. But yeah, you can set them up. And right here, I'm going to finally die, which sucks. But that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I got hit by the Ravager. Ravagers is your enemy. You really need to not be in an open field like that, like I was. Ravagers are your enemy. They take you down in one hit with your health. You're gonna get wrecked by anything. Anything that hits you is gonna kill you. Because although your health regens, yeah, it can be definitely a problem. I really do like his melee as well for helping me stun certain enemies. If something's up in my face, I will definitely stun them with my melee, because that's like, I don't know, it's just like so good. It's so good about that. Like, it's so good. The Vorcha melee is so good for stunning enemies and hitting them too, because it has an insane amount of, you have an insane lunge on that melee. Anyway, like I was saying though, I'm just really surprised that they didn't come out with the ones that people want, now that they have like Call of Duty all of a sudden to compete with as well. That's really crazy to me that they didn't come out with like the Drell. So, I mean, instead we get this Vorcha, which I don't think anyone's interested for real in the Vorcha. I don't even know how popular this video is going to be. I'm sure some of you guys, I mean, obviously any Mass Effect I post is pretty popular, but I would imagine that I don't think that most people are really going to want to play with this guy. It's just like me. I'm just not a big fan in general of the Vorcha, and on top of that, I really am disappointed with the fact that Submission Net's messed up, because I really do like Submission Net. I think Submission Net's pretty good power because of like the electrical field, man. Ooh, you can fuck some enemies up. You can fuck them up. And this guy can't, because his electrical field is so fucking weak compared to like the Batarian. So once they fix him, then yeah, he's gonna be, I mean, he's gonna be up there. He's gonna be really good again. Or well, he's gonna be as good as, he's gonna be the way he should be. But until they fix him, he's just kind of a just big time letdown, disappointment, and it's really whatever. I mean, like, your best thing to do is just to incinerate most enemies and use a very powerful gun like the Wraith Shotgun, or I don't know what else. Geth Plasma Shotgun would be really good as well, something like that. Grail Spike Thrower, whatever you want to use. Even Rear Carbine. It doesn't really matter what you use, but you're gonna want to use something that is going to be definitely good, very good at doing a lot of damage and just incinerate a lot. That's my best tip for you with him right now. But once the Submission Net is fixed, I would definitely recommend use maybe Disruptor Ammo. And on top of that, which I probably should have used Disruptor Ammo this game, I kind of was thinking about that in the middle of the game, is that I forgot that Disruptor Ammo, Incinerate and Disruptor Ammo is like best friends. They really are. They really are. Like, really, really good. So that's one thing that I wish I would have like remembered, but I didn't. So it's like whatever. But yeah, what I would recommend though is that just get a massive amount of tech bursts with this guy, because he really could. I mean, you could get a ton of tech bursts with him if you wanted to. It would be very simple to do it too. Submission Net is really amazing at setting up tech burst, because it has such a, if you can hit him, it has such a low recharge time that you just immediately hit him with Incinerate, and then when that happens, after even if they die, the Submission Net will stay on the ground, pulsing damage to the group of enemies. So you'll constantly get damage, and it wrecks. So that's how I would recommend to, like, you know, mess with this guy. Until then, I don't even really recommend him, like, to be quite honest, because I mean, I still would probably, if I was gonna play this game on a consistent basis, and that's stupid fucking Banshee. That's what I'm talking about. Like, where's the health gate? Like, you don't even get a health gate with the Vorcha sometimes. It's really dumb. But if I was going to play this game on a consistent basis, I would say right now the one I would play with the most would probably end up being the Geth Trooper. That tank is fun as hell to play with. So I would totally be down to play with that. But holy shit, I am so surrounded. That's crazy. Let me go ahead and talk a little bit about the gameplay. Alright, so this is Wave 9. We haven't had much problems, but we are 3-manning this, so objectives can always be a little bit harder if you're 3-manning, because you always take that risk of like someone getting grabbed or 2 people getting grabbed, and if that happens, yeah, it can be definitely pretty challenging. So as long as you watch out for that, as long as everybody plays smart enough not to get grabbed and all that kind of stuff, then it's still, it's still really easy. You jump the bosses, you jump bigger enemies, whatever, and then that's it, and really nothing else to talk about there. Alright, so I've only died twice this game, but I'm still pretty flimsy, like I said. Just gotta always keep that in mind, that Vorchas are not what you think they are. At least to me. I know some of you guys out there are gonna totally disagree with me and say, "Oh man, the Vorcha's so tanky," and I'm just like, I don't see it, because I mean, if I play as like a Krogan Vanguard, now that's tanky. This guy, not so much, because if because in all my other Vorcha video, I've said the same thing, and I'll say it again. I would never want to play. I don't think I ever have. I would never want to play against Geth with this guy. Never. Because they would wreck you. They would wreck you. They do way too much damage. And that's his problem, is that he cannot stop enemies that do a lot of damage. He can't survive. He just can't. Alright, so right here we just got targets. I'm going to take this rocket, just because there was no way I was going to kill all those enemies anyway. And I think we're just going to pretty much rocket all these enemies, all these targets. There's no point not to. I think my teammates still have a ton of rockets and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, like right here is going to be the 3rd target. It's kind of a waste of rocket to rocket one enemy. But when it's a Banshee, just rocket it. Don't. I mean, well, you could kill it, but it just takes so much longer to kill a Banshee than most other enemies. So, and if you're by yourself, fuck it. I don't even want to deal with it. If I have like 2 Banshees on me and I'm like having to clutch it, I'll rocket them 90% of the time. Just because it's not that I know that I could kill the Banshees. I know it's not like going to be challenging to kill them. It's just that it's risky and it's annoying. So I'd rather not take that risk. Alright, so right here, like they're just getting wrecked. I think one of my buddies here is like just totally stuck. Touched by You is just totally like just trapped. But I think this other guy is gonna rocket, yeah, and got us a kill streak. So that was pretty cool, I guess. And I think that's it. So yeah. Alright, so this is gonna be the extraction wave, and as long as I can survive, which is definitely not super hard as a Vorcha. He's not tanky, but he is. If you, like I said, like if you play him like this right now, like I'm being smart. I'm trying to like stay behind the cover. I'm trying to like shoot the enemies, and as long as I'm not taking any like major damage, I should be able to live. Like this guy can definitely survive Centaurians and Marauders and all that kind of good stuff. And the best thing to me about Vorcha, my favorite thing, is that if you get warped, you laugh at it. If you get hit by, if you see like Ravager blood, or if you see maybe even like the acid rain on a ghost, it's a joke. Like it doesn't matter at all. That's another one. It's Swarmers too. Like I literally like will go to the Swarmers and let them attack me so that they won't bother my teammates. I do that all the time because it's just a good thing to do as a Vorcha. I would definitely recommend that. If you're going to play a Vorcha in general, yeah, if you see Swarmers, eat them. Eat them for your teammates. Now right here, Touch is going to make a terrible decision because, I mean, I knew that was a bad idea. Bad idea. But, that's what can happen though, guys. I gotta be honest. Like, if you try to go run over to get your teammates, I've talked about it before. Either you gotta have to and right here, I'm gonna get grabbed, but luckily I'm gonna die. So I'm just gonna like wait. wait a minute and get up, but no! What? Ah, no, I had that stupid glitch where it made me get up automatically. Anyway, though, let me go ahead and tell you, like I said, I'm disappointed about the Vorcha engineer. I think he'll be a lot better when they fix him, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to run to the LZ. My other teammate died, so I'm going to get lone survivor. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please like the video, and like always, have a nice day.